Thanks again for tuning in to the Law Office of Don Dennis. And although today is the day before Halloween, I'm here to give out treats and keep you from being tricked. Today, our topic is Haste Makes Waste. Do you ever recall as a child watching a parent put together a bike or some other toy for their child, and their child excited, they're in a haste to put it together and they don't read the instructions? And after they get done with the toy or the bike, they think they have it all in place because the major pieces are assembled. However, they realize it doesn't work properly. Or they realize they have a bunch of stray parts just to the side of them, and they realize they might have left out something major. I once read that education is what you get when you read the fine print, and experience is what you get when you don't. In the example of putting together toys, the lesson is that by failing to read the fine print, meaning the instructions, the parent ended up with a bad experience. An experience of them looking foolish by being in a rush to do something. Some people view millennials in the same way. They see them as young and restless with wild thoughts. However, I see them as brilliant. As a professor, I want them to be successful in all of their academic endeavors, just like I want my clients to be successful in all of their business ventures. I celebrate their vibrancy and their excitement and their willingness to try and do new things. But in the midst of this, I want to ensure that you take your time in analyzing problems and situations that you face. Recently, I was in Chicago on Rush Street, but I was moving slow. I was moving slow because I was observing all of the beauty and the details of the wondrous architecture. There were a lot of magnificent things to see, but if I moved fast, there's no way I could see everything and absorb everything. I sat back for a moment and thought to myself, this is just like the practice of law, in that sometimes you have to slow down in order to take it all in. The same holds true for any situation that you are trying to analyze. You have to take your time when reading through your homework problems, your exam questions, or proposed business deals that people want to collaborate with you on. Judges in court do the same thing. They listen to the evidence, they hear attorneys talk, they read over motions and other paperwork, and they don't render decisions immediately or right at the conclusion of the trial, but rather they take time to go back over things, reread things, and then make their ruling. You have to be sure that you do not miss anything that may be important for you to properly understand something. Attorneys and doctors are licensed to practice law. The key word being practice. This means that they are not perfect. Thus, they do not know everything and they may make mistakes. In fact, when judges make mistakes, cases may end up being appealed. So if judges can make mistakes by moving in too much haste, don't you think that as a new learner, you can make some mistakes by moving too fast? When you take a ride on a ship, an intelligent sailor will carefully chart out the course. The reason you chart the course out before you leave the dock is because you want to ensure you're going the right direction. You want to check the weather, you want to check your equipment, and you want to make sure everything is in order. The reason being is that if you're only a few degrees off, you can end up somewhere that you had no intention of going. Rushing to find a quick answer does not mean you have the right answer. Just because you're doing something and it takes long does not mean you're doing it wrong. A few tips to help you ensure that you achieve success are: 1, always reread the facts of your situation. 2, take time when reading or analyzing your situation. And 3, pause and think carefully before you act in your situation. For more information, subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram at Attorney Don Dennis.